not happy, that's okay. Join, come on in. I'm having a little bit of a day as well, so, but I just pray that that can be moved to the side for this Unmuted Monday today. And today, it's so hard to talk about this topic, but it's so important, is let's stop chasing money. Let's stop chasing money. And you kind of need money to do things, right? You need money to have a place to live. You need money for groceries. You need money. It's a necessity. But when we put it above our relationship with God, when we put it above His commands, when we act as if He is here to just supply just mammon or money, He is the provider, but we often put the need for that money above Him even. And again, you need money to do things, right? But it shouldn't be the ruler of your life. It shouldn't be the end all be all, of how you feel, your mood, everything like that. And obviously, like I said, it's a part of life. You need money to do things, you need it. But when we start treating it as God, we start serving it, that's when things can be really out of cue, okay? Out of balance. And so I've had my fair share of chasing money. I had a job that I actually got promoted in a different company because I thought, this must be from God. I'm getting a $20,000 raise, you know, moving from company to company. But really, when I went through that experience, I realized that, wow, I was chasing money instead of really seeking the purpose that I had. And I actually was missing out on what I was already doing in my last role, basically serving, giving, like essentially doing ministry in my last role. So I'm here to say, let's stop chasing money. And I know we need that bag, but man, I'm telling y'all, like my soul, after I signed, went, did this, it's not what it's cooked up to be, okay? And I'm recovering from a lot right now. So I just want to give a couple of scriptures to talk about this on this Unmuted Monday of Let's Stop Chasing Money. Mark 8:35 through 38, it says, "For whoever desires to save his life will lose it. Whoever loses his life for my sake and the gospel's will save it. For what will it profit a man if he gains the world and loses his soul? Or what will a man give in exchange for his soul? For whoever is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous generation, of him the Son of Man also will be ashamed of when he comes in the glory of his Father with all the holy angels." Man, what will it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? And that's something that would always stick with me. But I don't know, life happens. Honestly, the enemy will send distractions. And it really took me, that $20,000 raise really took me out of what ministry or what giving or what things I was truly doing for those in my last job and in the community. Because I'm like, oh, this must be a promotion. This must be from God. Ah. Yeah, okay, girl. It was a very emotional decision. It was emotionally charged. And so I honestly do have, man, I would have moved differently, but I did learn a lot about myself, what my desires are, what I'm chasing. And ultimately, I want that to be purpose in serving God, not just to move up in the corporate ladder or for money, because look, not what it's cooked up to be, honestly. Okay, Matthew 6:24. "No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will be loyal to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon," or money for a direct translation there. So I'm even thinking about this with my YouTube channel and, what I want to do as far as, I'm looking for a job right now in business. And like, I'm like, okay, Lord, what is your purpose? What is your will for me in this moment? I need money to live, like to actually buy food, survive. But what do you want me to do in this season? And so I'm really just trying to trust and lean on God. I got an interview, right, for a job. It was paying a lot of money. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm just praying for you to lead me to a place where I can actually build my confidence again. Because from that last role, I got this increase and there was no purpose. It was just transactional. So I didn't get moved past the first round, and that's okay because in my mind, I'm like, this is great because I've been praying for the Lord to lead me. So this rejection is just redirection, okay? It's just redirection for where I'm really supposed to be. But if I was so prone and keen on the money, then I would have done anything I could do to get it. But I'm leaning on the Lord to lead me to a place where, no workplace is perfect, right? But you need to be led by the Lord and where you're going to be. The last one is 1 Timothy 6:10, and it says, like I said, y'all, money is not evil. We need it, but the love of it is, and the worship of it is, and the serving of it is. So 1 Timothy 6:10, I can't read. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, for which some have strayed from the faith in their greediness and pierced themselves through many sorrows. Man, I use myself as an example because I took this $20,000 increase, right? And I really thought, like, this must be from God. Like, I've been asking for him to make a way on something, and this must be him. But it really cost me something. It cost me my mental health. It cost me relationships. It cost me my sanity. A lot of things I went through because of this. It didn't compare to when you're really in what God has for you and, like, just seeing, like, wow, this really flows. Nothing was flowing. Nothing was flowing. And not that, we can't be led somewhere to, be challenged or learn a lesson. But when I got there, it was just like, nothing is flowing. This is terrible. Like, but I really was straying away from the faith. Like, it's crazy. Even though I was praying, even though I was seeking God about the job and the relationships and the things I was going through, I was still being strayed away because I was seeking something more, like a title, more money. It's not cooked up what it's to be. And I know, like, I know I will be great, but it's just the way I was going about it and chasing it. It was subconscious, and it was it was bad. It was bad. And so I definitely feel like I've learned my lesson. I'm like, okay, Lord, how do I really, like, show me the way again? Because, a lot of time we think the promotion comes like, oh, the Lord wants to elevate you. The Lord wants to do this and that. But, like, that's really prosperity gospel. A lot of the times we are led a place to learn something so that we can teach and bring wisdom to other people. The level up might be that trial, which people don't want to talk about that. A lot of the times we think, oh, he's promoting you, he's going to give you this, he's going to give you that. And it's just, that's not all that God has. Sometimes it is, hey, you're being led astray because of your own desires. Okay, I'm going to give that to you, but you're going to learn why it's not going to feed you. It's not going to serve. So look, a lot of the time, people, they they only see God in one way. They don't know the fullness or his character. And a lot of the times, we have to remember that our Father, he disciplines those that he loves. So, yeah, a lot of the time we're being led astray by our own desires and our own heart. Our heart is deceitful. That's what the word says. And we need to just be careful about how we navigate this life. Money can really be I'm not going to say it's a distraction, but money can be something that leads us away from what our true purpose is, you know. And I'm not saying you gotta be broke. Maybe I am talking to you, but maybe I'm not saying be broke. Okay, I'm not preaching that because there's a lot of wisdom. Hi, Adam. I I just I just know what I thought when I got that promotion to go to a different company that was taking me away from what I was even doing in the current company. It was an emotional decision based on a lot of life things I had going on. And you just want to make sure that you're really rooted, you have good counsel around you, but also that you're not chasing the next best thing. And I'm just learning how to be content in what I have. And so right now, I don't really have a lot. I mean, I'm starting this channel. I have like 17 cents in my account. I'm trying to find a job again because that job, even though it's making a lot of money, it took away from a lot of things, and I wasn't organized. I wasn't diligent with what the Lord was showing me. So now I'm starting from ground zero. I am trusting the Lord to lead me to a place where I can serve, but also be a leader. And I just think we need to be cognizant. We just need to be cognizant of opportunities that come up, really pray and seek counsel, and then actually listen to the counsel, because I did get counsel and I decided to do what I wanted to do versus what I was getting good wisdom from ladies in my Bible study group about. And so yeah, I've learned the hard way. Don't let your emotions rule. Don't serve money. That means you're going to low-key despise the Lord, and really be led by him. You know, what I'm doing in this season is praying like, hey Lord, like, please lead me to a place where I can build my confidence back in the workplace. And hey, if I'm not getting through to the next round, great. That means I'm being redirected to another place. And so I'm not going to be serving money in this season or promotions or titles. I'm like, Lord, where do you want me? Just like my heart posture was when I was in my last role. So I think something just switched. I was on Pharisee mode. I'm like, bro, I got to get back. And so I'm just thankful for the Lord for showing me, for renewing me. It's hard. It's a check. It's discipline, but it's been really good for me to get back in servant mode and really, you know, honing in on my skills and what I can do. But I'm not gonna serve that. I'm not gonna serve that. And I'm not gonna shut up. Who's ever putting that? I'm not gonna shut up. But yeah, keep commenting, because that's gonna actually that's gonna boost. So someone else that really wants to see this video, that really will be ministered to, they will see it. Yeah, that was you. Come on now. You typing. Stop playing with me. But yeah, keep commenting. That'll boost it for others to see. But thank you for those who have in tuned and watched. Hi, Anthony. Make sure to watch this back. This was really, really, really deep for me. Just talking about let's stop chasing money. I'm not saying we don't need it. We need it to live. We need it to have, you know, abundance in life and do different things. But don't chase it. It will come to you when you're in the right narrow, and you're seeking God with everything you have. The word says seek God, seek the kingdom, and all these things will be added to you. And that's true, because when I was doing that, that's when everything was coming. Then I just tried to do my own thing, and then it's like, girl, what are you doing? You're in all this chastisement, you're in all this strife, and your pride, your ego's hurt. And so yeah, I literally left that opportunity after 8 months. So just renew your mind and what it truly means, even in the workplace, to be a follower of Christ. And yeah, I hope this ministered to someone. Adam, you're funny. But Anthony, I'm doing okay. Like, I'm doing okay. I'm just really in a season where I'm trying to renew my mind and be confident in who the Lord created me to be. And I think, you know, money can distract that, okay? It's like you feel like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm going to be the next blah, blah, blah. But you know, that will come. I know, like I said, I know, you know, humbly, confidently, I know it will be great because the Lord of what his word says, but it's not for me, it's for his glory. So we just have to continue to walk in that. Just continue to walk in. It's for his glory. And I'm thankful that things have shifted for me, But I'm like, Lord, help me. What's next, you know? So thank you. Thanks for subscribing. I look forward to doing more lives. This is, I think, my third or fourth one, but I want to go live more. I want to share more content. Um, and yeah, I'm excited just to talk more about my story, my testimony, and, you know, how I'm truly trying to let things go. I think, you know, being in corporate America, the title, the money, it's always like, boom. And even if you're trying to be humble, it's like, girl, really, you're really trying to be the next CEO. But, and that there's nothing wrong with that. But I just think like the intention with every move is important and prayerfully. So, okay, now I'm rambling. Thank y'all for watching. And I'll be back for Unmuted Monday next week at noon. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.